everybody, my name's Lucy Adams and I look after the Workspace event here in Dubai. Today I am joined by the lovely Andrea James, a corporate and wellbeing specialist. And we're just going to ask you a few fun questions and a few questions about a little bit about what you do.
Sure.
So the first question I have for you is, why did you choose this profession?
Oh, that's a great question, Lucy. I come from an occupational health and safety background and also training. And I've been in training for about 15 years now, in particular corporate training. And about 4 years ago, I asked myself the question, what is my North Star? And by my North Star, I mean, what is my purpose? What is it that gets me out of bed? What is it that I love? And for as long as I can remember, health and wellbeing has always been a priority in my life in terms of my core values. So wellbeing just seemed like a natural extension of who I am. And I decided to study in the field of wellbeing, and I've never looked back, Lucy. It's been a great decision. It's like a paid hobby.
I love that. And I bet you wake up every day just feeling so happy that you're doing something that you absolutely love.
Absolutely.
Brill. So how long have you been in Dubai for?
This is my fourth year. In fact, it's just over 4 years to the day.
Well, Congratulations. Happy anniversary. Now a light-hearted question for you. What song would you have as your go-to song in the morning? What's your feel-good song?
Great question. So I like to start the day off in a really positive mindset, and I find Pharrell Williams' Happy song
I love that song.
gets me dancing, gets me up and dancing.
Gets you on your feet.
Yeah,
Like that.
and I think when I'm feeling uncertain, I've always liked the 1980s Australian anthem by Noiseworks, Touch, Reach Out and Touch Somebody. When I'm feeling a little bit uncertain and wanting to go back to a time of more certainty when things were, there was less fear, I think, and that's a real go-to song for me.
I like those. I think I need to find one, and I need to get an Alexa or a Google and for it to wake me up in the morning with that specific song and get me out of bed. If you could share a success story or an example that you had of a corporate client who came to you with a challenge, how did your specialist skills help them?
Great question. Thanks, Lucy. Well, I was recently approached actually by a property management group. They're a Perth-based group. And because my training is virtual, we were able to set up a meeting, and the team manager was just facing some challenges in terms of managing a remote group. Just in other countries, Australia has also had restrictions in place. So now it's about juggling, managing remote groups, and we had a session that looked at some of the challenges of working at home. Just as we've been talking about, and also in terms of motivation, how do we work from home and in a way that we make sure that we're getting through our daily tasks and at the same time looking after things like our mental fitness and, just looking at all the issues involved in remote teams and how we can operate in a way that's optimal. And it was a great session, and it really helped, and I'm still getting feedback from the team saying that they've tweaked and changed the way that they do things, and now they feel like the team's humming.
That's really, really exciting. So they're like coming together, they're getting used to the working from home, and they're being really productive through your specialist skill set. Yeah,
absolutely. It was a pleasure to help them.
Top 5 recommendations of what people can add to their work from home desk to bring a little bit of wellness to it.
Sure. Well, everybody's top 5 will obviously be different, but it's all about creating the space that works for you, Lucy. For me, as I mentioned before, plants are really important, so you'll always find plants near me. I'm a very organised person, so you'll always see an A4 size to-do list for me. Just a yes, absolutely. I've always got my mobile phone nearby. Obviously, I deal with clients globally because what I do is mainly virtual now, considering these times. I'll also have essential oils near me. From a wellbeing perspective, I find it great to have natural oils burning. And I think light is really important, Lucy, making sure that you've got a good amount of light coming in so that you're not straining, and also just setting up the comfort. We talked very, very briefly about ergonomics. It's really important to make sure that you set up for comfort so that you're not getting strain around this sort of neck and shoulder area, which is very common for office workers, and also sitting with a posture that protects your back as well. So they're probably my top tips, Lucy.
They're great. I mean, I think the candles count as essential oils, similar scents.
Oh, absolutely, Lucy. I think anything that appeals to our five senses, things such as, the aesthetics of things, so sight, smell's very important for a lot of people. It's just how it feels. Make it yours, and a lot of people do that in their office space in any case. So it's about finding a place that's pleasant to work. It just feels good.
I like that, place that's pleasant. So yeah, still I have my notepad, my candle, my view, lights. I've got 4. I need to work on the chair, but we'll get there.
Good for you, Lucy.
Is there a phrase or a saying that you have learnt over the years in your studying to do with well-being that you love and that you use quite often?
Oh, wow, that's a great question. I think for me, there are 2 quotes which are almost burned in my mind, and both are to do with mindset. I think that mindset is very important, particularly in times like now where there's a lot of uncertainty.
Yeah.
And it's about creating a really healthy mindset. One of my all-time favourite quotes is actually by Einstein. And that quote is, "Imagination is everything. It is the preview to life's coming attractions." And it's so important that we make sure that our imagination is never damaged or never turned down, because what we see in our world, what forms our reality, is the beliefs and the values that we hold strongly in our mind. So that's probably my number 1 quote, Lucy. Great question.
Love that. Really exciting. And final question. What do you love most about working from home? Top 3 things.
Wow. Oh, these are great questions, Lucy. I would have to say I'm a slight introvert by nature, and I think working from home it just comes naturally for me, and I do appreciate and understand that it doesn't come naturally for other people who are quite sociable. And for me, I feel like I can thrive when I'm working from home because I have less disturbances. But it's also because of that freedom, there's discipline involved, obviously. So I make sure that my day, even though I'm at home, the alarm clock's still set as it would be for going to work. I still make sure that I make an effort to dress.
Put some makeup on, get dressed.
A little bit of makeup on, Lucy. Nothing wrong with a little bit of makeup.
We're women after all.
Absolutely. And, I just check in with myself and be real. How am I feeling? Getting exercise is really important. A great healthy breakfast. I like to go outside and just have a little zen moment in the garden where I get some fresh air, listen to birds. As trite as that might sound, it's fantastic for your health. So I'm fortunate, Lucy, in that I'm used to working from home as a freelance specialist, but I do understand the challenges that people are having. And I think for those people who are more used to working with teams in the workplace, make sure you do check in with people, even if it's via Zoom, and be real. Be real, I would say, is my biggest advice.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what you were just saying then about you going outside and you're getting your zens, and some mornings I go outside to work out and I end up just doing some yoga or 10-minute meditation because I know that I'm not focused and I'm not motivated that day. And it really helps for me. Really gets me in the zone, ready for the rest of the day.
That's great. Lucy, one more thing I would add is make sure you get your breaks during the day. Sometimes people forget to take those breaks, and reward yourself.
With
Make
plenty
sure you
of
put in
biscuits.
rewards. Absolutely. Whatever works.
Banana bread, biscuits, it all seems to be people be making at the moment. I can see on social media.
And that's great. My cooking skills are going up a little bit too as well.
Send them my way. Oh, well, thank
All my
you.
new recipes.
Yeah. Thank you so much. It was really, really lovely to talk to you and take this time. And I appreciate your time. And it was really nice getting to learn a little bit more about yourself, what you do, your work from home place. So thank you.
It's been a pleasure, Lucy, and thank you for your time.
Stay
And
safe.
stay healthy.
You too. Bye.
You too.